Grandma, I know you can't hear me anymore, but I need to say this. I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. I've been carrying this around for 3 years now, and it's eating me alive. Every single day, I wake up thinking about you, about that last phone call we had, about how your voice sounded so tired, so small. You asked me to come see you. You said you missed me. And what did I say? Soon, Grandma. I'll come soon. But soon never came. I keep replaying that conversation over and over in my head. The way you paused after I said I was too busy with work. The little sigh you let out. I should have known. I should have heard what you weren't saying. But I was so wrapped up in my own world, so convinced that there would always be more time. There wasn't more time though. 2 weeks later, Mom called me crying, telling me you were gone, just like that, and I never got to keep my promise. The truth is, Grandma, I was scared. I was scared to see you getting older, getting frailer. The last time I visited, you moved so slowly, and your hands shook when you tried to pour tea. It broke something inside me because you were always so strong, so vibrant. You were the woman who taught me how to ride a bike, who stayed up all night when I had pneumonia, who never missed a single school play or graduation. But somewhere along the way, I started making excuses. Work got busy, and it really was busy. But I could have made time. I should have made time. Instead, I chose the easy path. I chose phone calls over visits, text messages over hugs, maybe next weekend, over right now. I told myself you understood. I convinced myself that you knew I loved you even if I wasn't there. But the truth is, I was being selfish. I was protecting myself from watching you age, from facing the reality that you wouldn't be around forever. I thought I had all the time in the world to be a better granddaughter. And the worst part? You never complained, not once. You just kept asking when I was coming, kept saying how much you missed me, kept being patient with me even when I didn't deserve it, even when I was failing you. Do you know what it's like to get that phone call, Grandma? To have your whole world stop while everyone around you keeps moving? I was in a meeting when Mom called. A stupid, pointless meeting about quarterly reports that seemed so important at the time. When she told me you were gone, I felt this hollowness in my chest that I'd never felt before. It was like someone had reached inside me and scooped out everything that mattered. But worse than the grief was the guilt. The crushing, suffocating guilt that I hadn't been there for you when you needed me most. I keep thinking about you in those final days. Were you lonely? Did you look out your window hoping to see my car pull up? Did you tell your friends at the senior center that your granddaughter was coming to visit, only to have to explain why I never showed up? The nurses said you kept asking about me right up until the end. Where's my granddaughter? When is she coming? And I wasn't coming. I was 60 miles away, living my life, checking emails, grabbing coffee with friends, completely oblivious to the fact that you were slipping away. I think about all those Sundays when you'd make your famous pot roast, hoping I'd stop by. All those times you called just to hear my voice, and I'd cut the conversation short because I had somewhere to be, someone more important to see. Except there was no one more important. There was never anyone more important than you. I robbed you of those final months we could have had together. I robbed myself of them too. And for what? For a job that replaced me within a month? For a social life that feels meaningless now? For a busy schedule that I can barely even remember? I've learned so much since you've been gone, Grandma. Terrible, painful lessons that came too late. I've learned that being busy isn't the same as being important. I've learned that success at work means nothing if you fail the people who love you. I've learned that "I'll do it tomorrow" is the biggest lie we tell ourselves. But mostly, I've learned that love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. It's choosing to show up, even when it's inconvenient. It's choosing to be present, even when it's uncomfortable. It's choosing to prioritize the people who matter, even when the world is pulling you in 1,000 different directions. You chose me. Every day of my life, you chose me. When I was a difficult teenager, you chose patience. When I made mistakes, you chose forgiveness. When I grew distant, you chose to keep loving me anyway. You chose to keep calling, keep asking, keep hoping that I'd come around. I had the chance to choose you back, and I didn't. I chose everything else instead. I chose convenience over connection, ambition over affection, my schedule over your heart. The guilt follows me everywhere now. I see grandparents with their grandchildren at the park, and I feel sick. I pass by your old house. It's been sold now, painted a different color, and I have to pull over because I can't see through my tears. I smell roses, your favorite flower, and I'm right back to being 8 years old, helping you in your garden, listening to your stories about the old days. I would give anything, to have one more day with you, one more conversation, one more hug, one more chance to tell you how much you meant to me, not just in words but in actions, in presence, in time. I know I can't change what I did, Grandma. I can't go back and make different choices. I can't resurrect those lost Sunday afternoons or undo all the times I said next week instead of yes. I can't be the granddaughter you deserved, the one who would have dropped everything to hold your hand in those final moments. But I can tell you this, I'm different now. Your death changed me in ways that your life, somehow, couldn't. I wish it hadn't taken losing you to wake me up, but maybe that's the point. Maybe some lessons are so important that they require the highest price. I visit your grave every week now. I bring roses, the pink ones you loved, and I tell you about my life. About how I quit that job that kept me so busy. About how I volunteer at the senior center now, spending time with people who remind me of you. About how I never, ever let a call from family go to voicemail anymore. I like to think you'd be proud of who I'm becoming. I hope you'd forgive me for who I was. I know some people would say you're at peace now, that you understand everything, that you forgive me completely. Maybe that's true. I hope it's true. But even if it is, I need to keep saying I'm sorry. I need to keep trying to be worthy of the love you gave me, even when I didn't deserve it. So this is my promise to you, Grandma. I won't waste any more time. I won't take any more relationships for granted. I won't assume there will always be tomorrow to say I love you, to show up, to be present. I'll carry your memory with me, not as a burden of guilt, but as a reminder of what really matters. And maybe, somehow, that can be enough. Maybe love can transcend regret. Maybe forgiveness can bloom even in the soil of our deepest mistakes. I love you, Grandma. I always did, even when I failed to show it. I miss you more than words can say. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Until we meet again, if we meet again, I'll try to live in a way that honors the love you gave me. That's all I can do now. That's all I have left to offer. Thank you for loving me anyway. Thank you for never giving up on me, even when I gave up on us. Rest in peace, knowing that you raised a granddaughter who finally understands what you were trying to teach me all along. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm sorry I didn't visit before you passed away.